Good morning. Welcome to the Premium Public Video Forecast discussion for Friday, March 8th, 2024. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, and we have high pressure to end the week, but the weekend, well, it's going to be a little wet, very windy, and a bit unsettled. But if you have plans for outdoor activities, I'm going to explain to you when is the best time to have those outdoor activities and how best to prepare. So today is an excellent day for outdoor activities with high pressure and control. Winds are from the north around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s in your suburbs, mid 40s in your urban areas. As you can see on the radar and surface map from WeatherTap, high pressure is in control, but it is also surrounded by all sorts of troughs and low pressure systems as we have a very active weather pattern remaining in place. And our next storm is starting to organize here over the upper Midwest and heading into the Ohio River Valley and Tennessee River Valley. Now, the key with this storm, unlike the other storms, is that this won't be tracking to the northwest of us and heading towards the Great Lakes. And the reason why that's important is because it gives us a better idea of the timing of the rainfall and exactly what type of impacts we're going to be dealing with this storm. The last storm we had, this track was to the east of us. And so you had the initial wave of heavy rainfall, and then the back end of the storm, the comma head, lifted through the region, producing additional rainfall. This time, we're just watching the triple point, and I'll explain what that is in just a moment, lifting through the region as the primary low lifts up towards the St. Lawrence River Valley. So, currently, right now, we have excellent weather conditions, sky cloud cover around the region, no real major impacts right now. As we zoom out and take a look at our infrared satellite picture, you can see the strong lifting taking place there. Now, we have a combination of the polar jet stream and subtropical jet stream working together here, enhancing this storm, supporting moisture transport from basically the tropical Pacific right into the Mississippi River Valley. So you're getting showers and thunderstorms, and some of those thunderstorms are reaching severe levels. And then you have your primary low pressure system right here, all lifting to the northeast. Not seeing a great deal of cold air with this storm as expected. But as it lifts northward, we will get strong cold air transport behind it. And that is what's going to lead to mixing and strong winds. So when we take a look at the water vapor satellite picture, you really get a good idea of exactly what's evolving here, okay? Our previous storm is exiting out into the Atlantic. We have a nice ridge out here in the Western Atlantic supporting the storm track. Here's our next storm that's marching in. You can see this subtropical short wave. Here's the polar short wave, and everything's all starting to interact together. Now, notice the trough here is more of a positively tilted trough over the subtropical jet stream. So that's allowing your stronger moisture transport coming in from the Pacific right into the Gulf of Mexico, right into the Mississippi River Valley, and heading right up towards our neck of the woods. On the upper level winds, you can see from Earth New School, the combination of the subtropical jet stream and polar jet stream. Notice the polar jet stream is very wavy. Again, this is part of that whole disruption of the polar vortex. You're getting all these different short waves dropping towards the mid latitudes. A lot of broken up of the polar vortex dropping towards the mid latitudes, introducing the potential for colder air, but not Arctic air. I want to make that very clear. A lot of people are running around saying some interesting stuff out there. I will say this, by the time you get to late March, you're talking about a sun angle similar to, let's say, early September. And so with that, and oh, by the way, your clocks are moving forward this weekend, by the way, so just be prepared for that joy in the morning. Um, with that being the case, your polar and Arctic air masses moderate much faster. So if you're keeping an eye on some of the long range temperature anomalies, take that with a grain of salt because there's a lot of moderation involved in that. So you just might want to kind of back off on the idea of extreme cold returning for mid March or the return of winter or anything like that nature. Talking about 40s, raw and ugly. Okay. But we'll get to that when we get a little bit closer. For right now, here's our storm threat. Now, What I'm showing you here is 500 millibar PVA, and you can see how this kind of spread out here? See how it's kind of like taffy getting pulled apart here? Okay, that supports divergence and diffluence. So you're getting this spreading in the atmosphere, you're getting your strong PVA coming in, so you get plenty of strong lifting coming in for tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. But again, notice the primary low pressure system's way back here. So you have your strong lifting, and you can see that here at 850 millibars as well. Now you see this right here, see this signature right here? We'll go back up to 500 millibars, okay? So you have your primary low here. So your surface low is probably right about here. You have strong lifting, obviously your cold front right behind here. But you have a warm front also. You have warm air surging northward. So when you see this signal here in the temperatures, what's happening here, this triangle, is supporting what's called a triple point. Okay, and that's where you have an occluded front, you have a cold front, and a warm front. And so the combination of those features, the meeting point of those features, supports what's called cyclogenesis or low pressure development. And you get this secondary low pressure system. Why is that important? Because this is what's going to enhance the heavy rainfall on Saturday night into Sunday morning. So this is how you get your half an inch or inch and a half of rain throughout the region as this low pressure system develops. But the good news is that this storm is booking. So by the time you wake up on Sunday morning, the strongest lifting will be lifting up into New England, and you'll start to see clearing skies. And that leads to our next part of this complicated forecast. So on Sunday and Monday, very strong cold air gets into the region. So you have this upper level low around the area. So you're having the instability in the atmosphere. You're having some lifting, some mixing, mechanical mixing taking place, and you have cold air aloft. So that's going to allow for further instability in the atmosphere. Chilly conditions on Sunday and Monday as a result, but also windy conditions. So the pressure gradient at the surface is going to support sustained winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour on Sunday and 15 to 30 miles per hour on Monday. But the mid-level winds, this is at 850 millibars, because of that instability and mixing, is going to be able to get mixed down towards the surface. So this is maximized in the afternoon hours. So let's take a look at Sunday afternoon. Winds are strong, but they're going to get stronger. And so your wind gusts are generally around over 30 miles per hour. So certainly a windy afternoon, right? Then we get to Monday afternoon, where again, our 850 millibar winds are awfully strong. We're looking at anywhere between 30 and 60 knots. So at the surface, you're getting wind gusts here over 40 miles per hour in many locations. So this can lead to downed trees, power outages, some wind damage. If you have anything loose outside, say some St. Patrick's Day decorations, Easter decorations, anything of that nature. I don't know if they do Ramadan decorations or Passover decorations, but if they do, they're going to be flying down the street. So just use some caution with anything that is loose outside because these winds are going to be awfully strong. So after that moves through, we get a nice ridge axis and our pattern becomes a little bit more tranquil, a little bit more comfortable as we don't have any type of major storms until we get to a point with our quote unquote pattern change, with our trough in the east taking hold, no major storms. Here's where we end up with this. Again, a couple days ago, this whole section was down here, but I wasn't buying it. So now we're getting closer. The air mass is modified a little bit more in the guidance because reality takes hold. This is why you always take a bit of a grain of salt or a huge grain of salt when it comes to forecasts beyond 10 days. You look at the overall themes, you don't start making declarations, at least not yet, right? So let's dive into this forecast for today. High pressure and control, plenty of sunshine. Temperatures range from the lower to mid 50s along the coast, mid to upper 50s away from the coast. Overall, not too bad of a day. The best day of the weekend, if you want to count Friday as a weekend. Now, tonight into tomorrow, we'll have increasing cloud cover, no precipitation, no low temperatures range from the mid to upper 30s. Tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon, clouds will continue to increase with showers developing towards noon, becoming widespread in the afternoon and evening. Heavy at times. There could be a little bit of rain snow mix in the highest elevations of the Poconos and Catskills, but no accumulations expected. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s along the coast, and lower to mid 50s in the Delaware River Valley. Saturday night into Sunday morning, that low pressure system lifts through. And again, there's that triple point I was talking about with the heavy rainfall, and that's right around midnight. By the time you wake up in the morning, the heaviest rainfall will be lifting off into New England, heavy snow in the Green and White Mountains. If you want to go see heavy snowfall, you will have to go up to northern New England or head towards the Rockies, either one. Any case, you'll start to see skies clear and winds start to pick up. You can't rule out a few isolated showers throughout the day on Sunday. Low temperatures will range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s in your suburbs, and mid to upper 40s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior and upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. Now, on Monday, the low pressure system lifts into the Canadian Maritimes. You see how the lines are packed here? This is what I was talking about with pressure gradient. So this is going to support your sustained winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour, your wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Just a very windy day. Can't rule out a few isolated showers here and there, but for the most part, dry conditions. And it's going to feel rather chilly with low temperatures ranging from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. High temperatures in the mid to upper 30s over the higher elevations, upper 30s to lower 40s over the rest of the northern interior, mid to upper 40s along the coast and around the I-95 corridor. But those winds are going to make it feel more like the upper 30s. We start to improve on Tuesday. High pressure will be in control. Sky cloud cover is expected. Low temperatures will range from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 40s to lower 50s over the northern interior, lower to mid 50s along the coast. On Wednesday, high pressure shifts off the coast with sky cloud cover, a little bit more of a southwesterly wind. Low temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. High temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 50s along the immediate coast, upper 50s to lower 60s everywhere else. On Thursday, a weak low trough will pass through the region with a few isolated showers in the morning, followed by a sky cloud cover in the afternoon. Look for low temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s. High temperatures, very warm, in the upper 50s to lower 60s on Long Island. Lower to mid 60s along the coast. Upper 60s to lower 70s in the Delaware River Valley. And lower to mid 60s over the interior. And next Friday is even better. Got a little bit of a almost like a summer preview here. You got Bermuda High here setting up off the coast with a nice southwesterly wind, warm front to the north, so any type of rainfall will be off towards New England. So we'll see sky cloud cover, very mild conditions, low temperatures in the lower to mid 40s, high temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s on the immediate coast, lower to mid 70s in the Delaware River Valley, and upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.